I'm just making the argument. If you think suicide means you've escaped, you really haven't, because they'll replace you like that fast. Another consciousness is going to take your place. So all you've done is change where consciousness is. You haven't changed its existence any. And you're probably going to have a consciousness that's in worse shape than you were. I mean, it's going to be in a place you would have killed yourself if you knew you were going there. You would have killed yourself even faster if you knew that was your fate. I mean, my fate is bad, but my fate as some piece of shit born in Indonesia is even worse. So fuck. Which one am I more afraid of, right? My future, getting debilitated, diseased, and dying, or the future that my replacement's going to exist in. So I'm just saying that's there's picture sizes you can view, the bigger the picture gets. And I'm just saying there's lots of little subtle arguments about resource consumption and all these kind of things that you can argue. But the fact is the biosphere as a whole is what you're really talking about. And, you're just playing a role in a biosphere, and the biosphere will replace you. And it'll do it quickly, so you're not going to be spared. You're not sparing conscious beings any grief by killing yourself. It really just doesn't work, because whatever you were going to consume, some new piece of biology is going to consume. The sun will still shine on it like a solar panel. It'll just stick a new solar panel in. Like the solar panel dies, well, all the other solar panels keep making solar panels. So they'll just fill in the blank where your solar panel was with another solar panel. Another victim is going to be put through the dream sequence of horseshit that we live through. And it's probably, like I said, not going to be a better story. It's going to be even a worse story than your story. So you're causing the writing of a book that's even worse than the book you're burning, kind of thing. So again, I'm not talking about any kind of reincarnation, spiritually wise, or your exact consciousness, or any of this other horseshit. I'm just talking about the practical fact that every brain is doing this stuff, of having a life experience and an adventure. And it really doesn't matter. I mean, as much as you think it matters that I'm special. Look how curly my hair is. I have really blue eyes. I'm special. No, everybody thinks they have something special. Everybody thinks. Some people have like really long nose hair. I have the longest nose hairs in the world. People with fingernails. Everybody thinks I have very smooth nipple pieces. Usually 400 pounds. Some people have nipple pieces. Some people some first illusion. They're magical beasts. I could change the characters. I can take Eeyore out and put in something called, Flim Flam, and just make another character. It doesn't matter. I mean, they're really not integral. You could just you can replace the rabbit with a turtle. You can, it doesn't matter. So, but again, it's nothing about reincarnation or anything. It's just the practical fact that the biosphere is going to make consciousnesses until we stop it, and it makes them based on resources. How much does it have the energy to do it? Does it have the carbon to build it out of? Does it have the steel? Does it have and that's all it is. It's just a model of resources. So until you poison that environment, sufficiently, make all of the little atomic bits unusable, break it down so there's no more replication, or there's no more stuff to to build the replications out of. It's you're doomed here. This is a terrible story of we're not winning until it's done, because personally there's no escape. I mean, yes, personally, if you're going to say personally from this little silly stories position, but there's a ton of, it just doesn't matter where the story is running and what story is running. It just matters that the projectors are running. It doesn't matter what the film is. It's probably, I'm not being perfectly eloquent in describing this, but that's a pretty good analogy. It's about projectors. Projectors are doing the pain and suffering thing. The movie's irrelevant. Okay, it's the projector doing the work of living and suffering and fighting and struggling. That's the part that sucks. And we don't escape that suck, because they always replace the projectors that jump out the window. All right, anyway.